Hi, my name is David. I'm an alcoholic addict. I was born and raised in Hawaii. Live here all my life. Um, when I was about 5, my mom and dad got divorced. Um, I lived with my mom for some years, and then my dad was an alcoholic, and I didn't know what that was at that time because I was only 5. We moved to Molokai, lived there for some years. Grew up with my mom and my other 2 brothers. I was in the middle. So they always used to pick on me and beat me up and stuff, and I got very angry and stuff. I snapped on them one day. I chased them down the street with a machete. My mom didn't want to hear my story, but listen to them because there's 2 against 1. And I felt very afraid and scared, and didn't know what was going on. And so she sent me to live with my dad on Oahu, who was an alcoholic, and he forced me into sports and stuff, which I didn't want to do. I wanted to hang out with my friends. I didn't have a real good life, actually, because I was hurting, uh, sad, afraid, didn't know what to expect every day because he would come home drunk and beat me up for no reason. Um, and this has been going on all through high school, all through my high school years. And it just hurt me that my parents would neglect me like that. And I grew up on my own. I had to find my own way to school, make my own lunch and stuff, and it was hard. I had a My dad remarried, had a son, so I had a half brother, younger than me. He 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 got everything. He had money for lunch. They woke him up, took him to school every day. I didn't have nothing. I had to find my own way to school, do good in school and stuff. He went to a private school, and he was doing better than me and stuff. And he used to tell my father some lies and stuff. And my father would believe him, but wouldn't even listen to me. I used to get dirty lickings, and he used to be in the back laughing. And I told him one day, I catch you one day when you come home, man, I'm going to beat you up. I was so mad and disorientated and didn't know what to. And I knew if I did that, my father would beat me up even more, which he did when I beat him up. And my stepmom, she really never liked me at all. She was just there because my father was there in the military, and he was in the National Guard, and he was a fireman in the National Guard. He wanted me to be a fireman, but I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to listen to him because I was afraid of him because he used to beat me up. I didn't trust him at all. I didn't like what he was doing to me. My other brother, my half brother, whatever he asked them, they'd give him, and whatever I asked, he said I have to get a job and work for it and stuff. And he had it made better than me, and that hurt me real plenty because um, I was struggling, and he was having a good life, and I was having a hard time in my life, and he was doing what my father expected of me, which I really didn't approve of because it hurt. Everything he did, it hurt me because I was doing worse than him, and my life was real and unmanageable at the time because When I graduated, he kicked me out of the house the next day, and I was homeless in Kailua for like 3 or 4 years, and then I started smoke. I was drinking heavily because that was my way of numbing myself from being angry and stuff. And um, my brother joined the military, and my father was all happy about that, but I couldn't join because I was smoking weed and drinking at the time. And he didn't respect me for anything that I did because I was drinking and using marijuana. So he, my brother, half brother, got married, had a kid, moved to the Big Island. He was in the Army Reserve, so he'd go on the weekends, and his life is great now. He's having another baby, and I don't have kids or a girlfriend right now. I was always by myself, alone, and I was hurting most of my life, and I'm still hurting. And um, I was, and then from Kailua I moved to Waikiki. I didn't know nobody, so I couldn't get no drugs or anything. But the alcohol was always there, so I was drinking a lot. And I met this guy. He was an alcoholic. He took me into his home to live with his wife and kids, and he gave me his address, let me use his phone number so I could get a job to get back on my feet. And I did that for like 6 months. Then he let me rent a room from him, and all I had to do was clean his yard, watch the dog, take the dog for a walk and stuff. And he was more like a father to me than my real father was, because he cared about me and cared for me and stuff. And I treated him like a father to me because he was more caring and loving and stuff. And his wife was real nice and stuff, and she took me in and helped me out, you know. And I grew up with his kids. I took his kids to school and stuff in his car, and let me use his car. He trusted me, and I never used to give me a bank card to go to the store to buy cigarettes and beer for him, and I would get the receipt and stuff and give it all to him, and he trusted me. And it was pretty good for like 20 years that I lived in Waikiki. And then I met this girl. She was a case manager for Kalihi Palama Health Center, and she she told me maybe I have to go to a program. So I went to a program. It was Poolani, and I did my time there. I stayed there for a year. I graduated. I learned a lot about abuse and alcoholism, and um, I was diagnosed with schizophrenia, and the voices was real bad. And then I kept using and drinking, and it got worse and worse and worse. And next thing you know, I relapsed. I got kicked out of my clean and sober house, and then it made me feel worthless, um, hurting, angry, and I just didn't know what to do and how to change my life again. So I was homeless again in Kailua for about 2 years, and it was miserable. Every day I would get up, I would go to the bar, drink a couple drinks, and then I would get some ice and smoke some ice, and then I'd go to the park, get my hammock, and go lie in the park for the rest of the day and worry about where my next meal was coming from and all that. But my brother moved into the clean and sober house where I was living, and he is doing really well. Right now he's got like 5 years clean and sober. And I learned from the people that helped me and stuff like that, that I could be a better person. All I had to do was quit drinking and quit using. And they taught me how to do that by making the right choices in my life. It's up to you what you want to do. Only you can change. And so I learned that from Paul Lonnie, and I slowly changed my life. And going back to being homeless again, that was terrible because I had no place to go. So every day I would go to the bar and drink. And then after drinking, I would like to drink some more. So I would smoke some ice. And then I was diagnosed with schizophrenia when I was in Polani, and the voices started getting worse and worse when I was using and drinking, and now it's worse. I was in this homeless shelter in Salt Lake, and I heard about this program called Men's Impact, and it's like it's a facility that takes men in and helps them try to stay sober and stuff, and it makes me feel good and happy that I'm in the program now, and they have classes, they have job training and stuff. They put you to work real quick, and it helps me to deal with. I'm not I'm not angry no more. I feel pretty good. I'm happy. I have a place to live, and they have they show you how to do different jobs and stuff. I did auto detailing the other day, and it was great. It was I'm on light duty for work because I broke my leg, and okay. My advice to people that are hurting and kind of doing not so good and want to change their life is to maybe come into this program or get into a program, and they'll teach you life skills that will help you apply um, this pro your this program to your life and make you feel better about yourself, and help you change your life. My life has changed now because I'm getting older. I'm going to be 60 pretty soon, and I don't want to be homeless on the street. I don't want to die on the street. I don't want to be angry and uh, paranoid and worried about how I'm going to live the rest of my life. And I'm happy now, and because I'm in this program, and you can do the same if you want to. That's all I got. So thank you for listening to me. Bye.